H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, America's largest Ram truck center, has an inventory as big as a wide open West. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years running, featuring the all-new Ram 1500s and the heavy-duty Ram 25s and 3500s. H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, located at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Autumn Hall or at ramofthewest.com.
Take advantage of huge savings on all new Ram truck inventory in stock during Ram Power Days going on now.
good, bro.
So we got to look good for the cameras, okay? Because this will all show up.
It's 2021.
Yeah,
I know y'all watch Saturday games.
so you want to look good for this.
I know you watch Saturday games, Friday, Saturday. You watch all games. Did I hear Saturday?
SCFA football live on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley hosting LA Valley. The Monarchs coming in with a record of 1-4. AVC a record of 3-2. The American Pacific Division Conference play starts tonight here on SoCal College Sports. Happy you've joined us, everyone. Spread the word, www.socalcollegesports.com. Also on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. You can watch this on the big screen if you have something with a YouTube app. Kickoff slated for 6 p.m. We do have a ceremony on the field. There was former head coach Joe Watts. He's a former color commentator, friend of SoCal College Sports. Will be featured this evening. And he will be inducted into the Ring of Honor here at Antelope Valley.
Tonight we are celebrating the retirement of a valuable member of our Antelope Valley College athletic staff, as well as
I will let the PA announcer take over.
At this time I'd like to introduce the president of Antelope Valley College, Mr. Ed Newton.
Coach Joe Watts has provided 27 years of exemplary service to Antelope Valley College. His service is most visible on the football field, but Joe also provided opportunities to thousands of students through his work in the classroom and on the field. He shaped young lives and made sure they had the skills to take advantage of the opportunities presented them. He is a shining example of coach. Thank you, Coach Watts, for your years of successful, dedicated, student and community-centered service on behalf of Antelope Valley College. Congratulations on your retirement and every best wish as you enter the next stage of your journey. You will always have a home at ABC.
All right, let's go ahead. We'll bring them on in. Come on in, guys. You guys get to come all the way in. I'd like you guys to meet Coach Watson, who's retiring tonight, who they're honoring. He's going to be tossing the coin for us tonight. And I'm sure you guys probably know him, but we're going to... Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All righty. LA Valley, you guys are the visitors, so you're going to call it a coin toss. We have a ceremonial coin here, which has an SCFA logo on there, Southern California Football Association logo, and that's heads. And then on the other side, it's like a football, and it says tails, so we don't make any mistakes of what we're calling. So we're going to have Coach toss the coin. We're going to hopefully let it spin, let it hit the ground, go from there. What is your call, sir? All right, our call is heads. It is tails. Antelope Valley, you have won the toss. Antelope Valley has won the toss.
I don't lose this.
Antelope Valley College has won the opening toss. It's deferred to the second half.
Okay, well, that's good. We'll have to do that in the second, but for right now, you're going to, since they're deferring, they're going to kick. You're going to want the ball. So is that right?
We're kicking. We're deferring. Whatever they want to do.
So which way do you want to kick? Okay, go ahead. Put your backs here, and you're going to get the ball in here.
Yeah, I want him to say kick.
I want him to say kick too. Yeah, I'm waiting for hey, whatever you want to do.
Kick it twice.
LA Valley will receive. Gentlemen, come together one more time. Bring your teams together. Good luck to both teams.
All right. Hold it up. Home, they won.
At this time, we would like to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. We ask that you all please rise and remove your headgear.
Thank you, sir.
Set and ready to go. AVC won the toss, elected to defer, and it will be LA Valley. This one kicked into the end zone. And it's been quarterback by committee for the Monarchs of LA Valley this season. They are led in the stats by TK Drayton, who was listed as a sophomore defensive back and a wide receiver, but leads the team in passing on the year. And let's see if it is TK Drayton. Or could we maybe see Zachary Chevalier? We're going to find out soon enough. And it does look like it's going to be TK Drayton. Jelani Ellison in the backfield. To his left, Drayton in the shotgun, trips to the right. Drayton back to pass on first down. And that one nearly picked off by Antelope Valley. That was Antony Frederick. Frederick nearly had a pick six to open the ball game. Ellison in the backfield. To his left. So 2nd and 10. Drayton back to pass, has a man in the flat. Ellison on the reception is going to pick up 8. So Jelani Ellison, sophomore running back / wide receiver out of Encino. We'll see on the replay here. It's just a good job letting the defense clear out, and Drayton, well-designed play and well executed. You see Ellison into your living room. it's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Ellison again on the reception. And AVC unable to get there in time. This can be 1st and 10. So the Monarchs move the sticks on their opening drive. And Ellison getting the edge very quickly. And obviously there, a pretty good connection between Drayton and Ellison. This is Tom Gang, athletic director here, and Dean of Athletics, pops in the booth, says hi. We might get him on later this evening. Let's hope so. Drayton back to pass, has a man on the far side. That pass dropped. Dupree Fuller Jr., the intended target. 6'3" sophomore wide receiver from Reseda. 2nd and 10. Just underway here. Our clock unofficial. .14:02 remaining here in the first quarter. Drayton back to pass. Drayton rolling to his right has Ellison. Ellison with another first down. 3rd reception already. And obviously some synergy there on that connection between Drayton and Ellison. That's a pretty good wide receiver screen set up, and that's a beautiful block on the outside made for LA Valley by Cameron Lewis. Drayton in the shotgun, trips to the left now. Drayton under duress. The pass rush will get there, and finding home on Drayton, it's Isai Martinez. Little coverage sack in play for the Marauders. We see the previous play there to Ellison, but on that play, it's a loss of 6. Second and 16.
Watch 2 on the wheel route right here. Watch 2 on the wheel route. Watch ball.
The defense noting the presence already from Ellison. Drayton looking that way initially. Here comes the defense. Drayton rolling to his right. Really nothing there. Has a receiver on a hook route on the far side. That looked like that was Cameron Lewis. Pass incomplete. That's covered beautifully by Miles Cooney. Shotgun again. They clear out the backfield. I'm going to say this is going to be illegal motion. There's a flag in the backfield. Ellison gets mauled at the line of scrimmage. See here, that's just good pursuit, and obviously after a couple first downs early on, the defense honing in on Ellison. Flag on the field, illegal formation going to be declined. It's 3rd and a mile. And check that, 4th down now after the decline penalty. LA Valley going to have to kick it away. Ramon Huff back to receive the kick for the Marauders.
I'm just going to put
Hey, ref is coming. Back up. Step back. Step back.
Kick is away and received, and not much doing there. And the Marauders will have their first possession. Who's going to be at QB for AVC? And it'll be QB1 on the season, Caden Hinton. Hinton coming in, 856 yards, 5 touchdowns, 7 INTs. Obviously, he wants to get that ratio above 500. Stacked receivers on both sides. They go with a run up the middle. And this one going to be a chunk play. Jackson Marshall, second leading rusher on the team, all the way out to the 40. 30-yard chunk run for Marshall. That's a strong push on the line. Near side pass is completed, and a lot of room for Devon Jones, leading receiver on this squad for the Marauders. Another chunk play. Tack on another 20 for AVC. And the Marauders moving the ball at will. They'll go to the same formation, double stack set on each side. Marshall in the backfield. He'll have the carry on first down. Marshall with a pickup of what looks like 4. So 2nd and 6 now. Marshall again spinning for first down yardage. Looks like he's going to have it. And they will move the chains. Clock continues to move after the first down. They set the ball, and they'll go up the gut. And still more positive yardage on the ground for Antelope Valley here on their opening drive. Up to the 10-yard line. They need the 3 for another first down. On the carry that time, Michael Clark. Clark, again, looking to go over right tackle. Nearly has the ball stripped. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. You saw him come in with the extra hand at the end to protect the ball. That's a good job. Obviously not turning it over. And protecting the football. Not a negative play. AVC hasn't had one of those yet. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 3rd and, let's say, 6.5. It's Clark again in the backfield. And that pass nearly picked off. Pass intended for Carlos Hill. And the Marauders will have to settle for the field goal unit to come on. Pass nearly picked off by the Monarchs. So on to kick it away, John Henderson. Henderson puts it through. 3-0. AVC strikes first blood here. Step away momentarily. Be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. 3-0. Antelope Valley on the board first here tonight. The American Pacific Division opener. Antelope Valley, winners of their last two wins over Citrus and West LA. The Citrus game, a doozy. West LA on the road. They come home tonight, honoring and celebrating the career of Joe Watts. Happy you joined us, everyone. Spread the word again, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. Also on YouTube, SoCal College Sports 1. You can catch this broadcast live and archived. They'll change up the formation in the backfield. Split backs. Hand off to Ellison. No, it'll be an option read. Drayton's going to have to eat the football. Not much doing there. DeAndre Smith also in the backfield. And the Marauders with pressure up front all over it. Just really nowhere to go for TK Drayton. Well, some earliest success for LA Valley, but not much doing since. After a couple of hookups between TK Drayton and Jelani Ellison. Split back formation again. This pass incomplete on the far side. And that's a second drop for Dupree Fuller Jr. And he'll be subbed in for. That'll bring up 3rd and long. Third and long, Drayton running for his life. That pass nearly completed to Ellison along the sideline. We'll have a pretty good look of it. The coverage was there, then I don't know if that pass is going to make it. See here, that's a nice job by Ellison rolling out, but I mean that's a dangerous ball because he's about to get lit up in pursuit. That was Daniel Hubbard. Brings up 4th and long. And the punt just past the 50-yard line. ABC will take over yet again. Well, moving the football with ease between the 20s were the Marauders on their first possession. Efforts from Jackson Marshall and Michael Clark in the backfield. Devon Jones, the lead receiver for the Marauders, in the slot right now. And a nice reception on that opening drive for 20 yards. They're looking down the field. This pass nearly picked off, intended again for Carlos Hill. And Sean Wilson, 6-foot freshman defensive back. There in coverage, Caden Hinton gets away with one there. Just didn't have enough on it. It did look like Hill had a step, but Hinton unable to get it over the top. Incomplete, bring up 2nd and 10. Run up the middle, and again Jackson Marshall with a head of steam will gain 10 on the play and move the sticks. That's just great blocking up front. Gets a lead block from Clark. And Marshall padding the stats here in the first quarter. We're going to have some early movement. Looks like a flag. Do we have a timeout? Nope. Will be a false start. Going to go against the Marauders. Back it up 5. I'll bring up 1st and 15. pistol formation. They send Devon Jones, and the snap is away, and this one could be disaster, and it is for AVC all the way back to the 35-yard line. Well, it'll be third in Santa Clarita for AVC. Just miscommunication between Hinton and it looked like Jacob Jimenez at center. And excuse me, it's going to bring up second down, and they need the 31. It's on the 36. And after this penalty, it'll be second and 33. That's assuming my math is correct. And excuse me, this is going to go against the Monarchs, so the Marauders are going to get a free 5 here. That's a great hard count from Hinton. Get a little cheapy back. Shotgun formation, Hinton. Hands off inside. This will be Clark, and Clark met with a thud after a gain of 2. Some activity after the whistle. First man there for LA Valley, Scott Clark. Maybe one more. So third and plenty. I'm going to say third and 27. Hinton back to pass. And Hinton have to eat the football. It's really not much doing there. Well, it's tough when everybody's playing back. I mean, they know that you're going to pass, and everything converges around them for the sack for LA Valley. Punting unit comes on. Ellison back to receive the kick and elects to fair catch the football. LA Valley will take over, trailing 3-0. Another game going on tonight here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Long Beach at Ventura. Coach Peabody for Long Beach travels to take on Coach Moose up at VC, the VC Sports Complex. And shout out to everybody at Ventura. Jimmy Walker, athletic director there. Tonight, Antelope Valley looking to go 3 in a row after winners of their last 2, coming in 3-2 on the season. Drayton under duress. The pressure is there. He's going to have to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He's able to do so. Incomplete, but instead of losing 20, he won't lose anything. That's just a great push up front by the Marauders. Four wide to the left, 5 in the formation. See if they try to set up the screen. They send a man in motion. Drayton out to the man that was in formation, and he's met by Ramon Huff, excuse me. Pass caught by Adrian Wallace. And Huff prevents first down yardage. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Pass is complete for the Monarchs, and this will be a first down caught by Jerry Mack. Ramon Huff on the tackle for the Marauders. Assisted by Miles Cooney. Cooney's been active here in the first quarter. Under 5 to go in the opening quarter here from Marauder Stadium. Drayton, low snap. He's going to take off and run with it. Has a couple blockers trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they will award him the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Monarchs. Jalen Harvey on the tackle for AVC. Drayton, pass complete to the far side. And this one will be good for 7 yards. Jerry Mack again on this drive for the Monarchs on the completion. And the reception from TK Drayton. Bring up 3rd and 3. Drayton again in the shotgun. 4 to his left. Looked like that was early movement. They're not going to call that pass incomplete anyway. This can bring up 4th down. I wonder if we're going to see the offense stay on the field. They've had some mixed results here tonight, but the push has been pretty good up front. And do you maybe keep the offense out, try to draw the Marauders offside? They're going to send a man back, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 3, Drayton in the shotgun. And we'll have a timeout, I believe, called by Antelope Valley. It's a good timeout. The defense in a little disarray. So Coach Jaleka is going to elect to burn one here. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 3:25 remaining in the first quarter. You're watching SCFA football live on SoCal College Sports. Fourth and 3 after the timeout. Offense stays out there for LA Valley. Music down. And we'll have a timeout call. Looked like the offense was out there to try to draw the defense off sides. And will they bring out the punting unit? Dueling timeouts on 4th and 3 for the Monarchs. And they want to talk it over. I wonder if they saw something in the formation that they didn't like. Fourth and 3 Each team is taking time out. And Drayton in the shotgun, rolling to his right. There's a spy on him, and Drayton will have the first down. 4th and 3, picks up 5, move the chains, and the Monarchs will retain possession as quarter number 1 winds down. Just a nice play made by Drayton. Makes a read, and unable to make the open field tackle was Dylan Hall. Monarchs try to go tempo. That one looked like it could have been a lateral or a backwards pass. Do they rule it went incomplete? I wonder if we can see that again. Let's see if we can catch the angle. Barely forward, as we see on replay. We have an injured Monarch on the field. We'll take a timeout. Hopefully just a cramp, and looks like Michael Crowder is a player down for LA Valley. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Same formation. 4 to the right, or 4 to the left, excuse me, for TK Drayton. Drayton back to pass. Looking down the field, trying to drop it into the breadbasket. Pass incomplete on the far side. Looked like that was it Don Harrell on the far side? And no, excuse me, it's Dupree Fuller, the intended target. And that pass well out of play. That's going to bring up third down. Drayton with all kinds of time. There's a flag, their flag on the field, multiple flags on the field. Pass is incomplete. This one's coming back, and here's another flag after the play. So the clock stops with 2:51. Again, our clock is unofficial. 3rd and 10, multiple flags on the field, and we'll see what this is about. There's for sure going to be a hold on the Monarchs, but I wonder if there's going to be an unsportsmanlike tacked on or offsetting penalties here. After the play, it looked like is when the flags came in, with flags already on the field. It looks like initially we'll have the holding penalty. Unsportsmanlike is going to go against the Marauders. So after the unsportsmanlike, it's going to result, I believe, in a first down for the Monarchs. Question is, where's the ball going to be? Because I believe it's a dead ball foul. So you back it up 10 and then up ahead 10. So the line of scrimmage should stay at the 49-yard line in Marauder territory. But my read is it's going to be first down. Let's see if the down marker changes here. Still see it at 3. They're having an issue with the mic on the field. Now I wonder if we can bring up the field mic. Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 44. So back them up 10 and then move it up 15. And that would make sense that we're at the 49 or the 44 or at the 49, now at the 44. And looks like Joe Watts getting ready to join us in the booth. Coach, how are you? Good. Give me one moment. I have one set up here for you. Thank you, sir. Drayton on the far side. Pass is complete, this time to Fuller Jr. And Coach, happy you've joined us. Congratulations on an incredible career. And what did you think about the ceremony?
It was very nice. I am totally surprised by it, but
that's
it
awesome.
was a very nice ceremony.
Well, what do you think of the game here tonight? Some miscues on both sides of the football.
Yeah,
and 3-0 early, so AVC with the lead, and that's a good thing.
Yes, it is. Yeah, they're very fortunate they haven't turned it over more than they.
Yeah, they've gone away with a couple, and Caden Hitton maybe a little bit off the mark. He's had a couple of balls intended for Carlos Hill that looked like they could have been picked off.
Yes, that's what I saw too.
Oh, always thinking as a coach, I'm sure.
You don't lose that. I don't think.
You really, I hear, and I play basketball, and every time I watch a basketball game, it's a completely different experience.
Yeah.
2nd and 7, 1:32 remaining. We'll get the clock squared away here for you. Drayton, hard to bring down. He's under duress. Pass incomplete on the near side. Pass intended for Dallas Martin. And that's terrific pursuit. We'll see it on the field cam here. Or maybe we won't. Yep. There's Drayton. Drayton takes off.
That was a good job by the quarterback.
That's a really good job of buying time, but obviously the pressure there on Drayton going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Trips to the left. Haven't seen a lot of Ellison. We saw him a lot featured early on. Here comes the pressure from AVC. Drayton under all kinds of pressure. See if he can turn the corner, keep the play alive, and he won't be able to do so. He's just going to have to settle for one out of bounds. Coach, I'm surprised he didn't elect to just chuck it away.
I am too. Seems like he just did that the play before.
Instead of chucking it out of bounds right there, he could just throw it out of bounds. He's outside of the box.
Right.
He just has to get it beyond the line of scrimmage. Instead, it's going to be a loss of what looks like 4 yards, make it 5 yards on the play, bring up 4th and 12. And it looks like they're going to go for it. I wonder if there's an issue with the kicking game or is just a part of the field where –
might be field position.
Yeah.
That's kind of a tough place right there.
Trips to the left again. Drayton back to pass, looking at the sticks, and that pass is going to be caught right at the marker, and I think this is going to move the sticks.
Oh, wow.
That's just a great job by Drayton buying time. He's under pressure.
It's a good job by the receiver getting past the sticks.
That's just great awareness of knowing where you're at on the field and being able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive. Of course, this drive would have been over for the Monarchs deeper in their end. But it was a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that kept this drive alive for the Monarchs. See a nice play made defensively on the far side. Look, getting in on the tackle was Walter Godfrey. That's just great pursuit. Excuse me, not Godfrey. That was Xavier Tatum. 24 and 34. We're going to get those mixed up here.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
My eyes aren't what they were back in the day. That'll do it for the first quarter. We'll head to the second here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Antelope Valley up 3-0. The The Monarchs driving when we come back. Start of the second quarter to be 2nd and 12. Monarchs driving in Marauder territory. Bit of confusion on the field. Again, special thanks to Joe Watts, former coach here at Antelope Valley, coming on with us in the booth, providing a little commentary. He provided commentary in our first season here at Antelope Valley College. And our coverage here at Marauder Stadium, and we've been here ever since, and just happy to be here in the AV. Beautiful night for football. Winds were pretty hectic earlier in the week. In fact, I believe I was told Monday, winds up to 70 miles an hour, cancels all the classes this past Monday, but they've died down, and, well, pretty nice here tonight. I wonder what the drive home's going to be like. See if we have everything squared away here. So now we have it figured out. 2nd and 12. Drayton back to pass. Under duress. Has a man over the middle. Pass is broken up. That's a terrific defensive play made by Anthony Frederick. Anthony Frederick all over that football. Let's see it again here. We'll have a pretty good look at it from the field camera. Drayton back to pass. And it looked like the pass was there, but credit Frederick. We'll see it here as we roll it back here for you. The ball is there, maybe, that's probably an issue on the route. More of a square in instead of getting lazy with the route, as they like to say. And it allows Frederick to make a play on the football, so that brought up 3rd down. Now going to be 4th down and 12, and we're going to see the kicking game come on to see if they can equal the score for Antelope Valley. So the Monarchs have their drive stall here at the 26-yard line. Looks like Joseph Lopez is going to kick the ball. It's going to be a fake. And this is going to be a massive loss of yardage for the Monarchs. First man getting there, Raymond Womack. Give me some of that Raymond Womack. Womack and Keontae Figures, excuse me, in pursuit. And the Marauder offense back onto the field. Xavier Clay, the deep back, short shotgun for Caden Hinton, who's gotten away with a couple. 1st and 10. We'll get that changed here for you. And a big run up the middle. Absolute truck job there from Xavier Clay. Look at this run from Xavier. Big hole up front, and Clay put someone on a highlight reel. Sean Wilson on the receiving end of that one. Clay, little RPO, mishandled, but Clay still able to gain positive yardage on that play. Picks up 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Marauders in Monarch territory. Clay remains a deep back, trips to the right. And it looks like we're going to have a flag here called. That's the second time tonight that Hinton has been able to induce, and we're going to have a conversation here because a flag was thrown for movement, but that the movement induced by the defense, and I think they're going to clear this up on the field. See if we can get something from the field mic here.
I think maybe, possibly. I know sometimes it's hot. I think it's only hot when they're on my screen, or maybe not.
Conversation continues. And we'll have encroachment called against LA Valley. So 2nd and 7, make it 2nd and 2. And this is a situation where you would expect AVC to possibly dial one up. No, they're going to go to Clay up the gut. And Clay dials up a first down. Bad to the 25, 26-yard line. They'll give him the 27. Move the chains. Again, solid blocking up front. Credit to those big hosses up front. Michael Main leading the way, opening up the gap. Clay, not much doing in the hole. The hole wasn't there, swallowed up quickly. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 9. Well, you could say he was indecisive, but there was not much to decide about on that run for Xavier Clay. And Jackson Marshall will check back in at tailback to the right of Caden Hinton. Trips to the left now for the formation of the Marauders inside the 20-yard line. So AVC in the red zone. Excuse me, the 30. Not yet. Hinton trying to change that. Keeps near side, and that pass is complete, but tackled right away by John Moore. Joshua Clark is pummeled. Well, that play just slow developing and easily read by the defense. That's terrific pursuit defensively. It's going to lose a few. Bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 13 it looks like. So Hinton will have his work cut out for him, and I wonder if this is 4-down territory, if they can make it 4th and manageable. Hinton under duress over the middle of the field, up into the air and on the field again. That is, well, it wasn't 3rd time the charm for the Monarchs, and Hinton gets away with another one. I mean, that is massively late over the middle of the field in traffic. I don't know who the intended target was. I mean, in the vicinity was Carlos Hill. That's the 3rd time tonight that Hinton has nearly been picked off. All passes intended for Hill. Hill does have a reception earlier in this one. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Hinton looking for the end zone, looking for it all. Has Hill, and Hill with a touchdown! Carlos Hill with the touchdown. Wait a minute, we have a flag on the field, and we have some celebration going on for the Monarchs, and it looks like this one might be coming back. Well, there's a discussion being had. I wonder what the call is going to be. Illegal formation maybe, early movement. We'll look at the replay here. Hinton drops a dime to the far side as Hill. Now, wait a minute. Does the flag come out on the near side? Okay, they're going to say it's incomplete because I want to say that Hill went out of bounds and then came back in. And we can't see it on that. I wonder if we can see that maybe on the main shot. Aldo Canepa, this evening's director, will try to give us a view on it. See it one more time, maybe from the end zone camera. Slow it down here. Let's see if he steps out here and then comes back in. That's a great job on replay. We'll see it one more time as we roll it back here for you. Hill on the white there. And that's a good call. You see the judge come up and say it's incomplete. Now it's 4th down. I thought it was 4th down before. They're going to say it's no play because it should have been a turnover on downs. Instead, Hinton has a pass incomplete, the intended target, and it looked like the ball was there for Shamir Washington, but Washington unable to haul in the ball, and that'll do it for the Marauders on this drive. Well, Hinton puts it where it needs to be, but unfortunately for the Marauders, Washington unable to haul it in. So turnover on downs. The Monarchs will take over at their own 31-yard line. Let's see if the defense can make a play. We'll erase the 6 off of the board. Still 3-0. .11:46 remaining. Drayton with little time brings it near side, and that pass is complete to the near side to Daniel Del Villar. It's a good job by Drayton finding time where the defense wasn't. It's a completion. I want to say 6 yards. They're backing him up, and I wonder if there was illegal. Okay, so there's going to be a hold on the play. I wonder if we can see the hold here, Aldo. See the pursuit there. And he changes direction, there's a flag from the backside, so you see the line judge point back, and 1st and 20 now. Drayton back to pass over the middle of the field. He's going to go for it all. That pass incomplete. Intended for Fuller. Dupree Fuller Jr. is a big target. Sophomore, 6'3" from Reseda, 225. It's a big boy. But Drayton, a little bit too much juice on that one. Tough sledding for both offenses this evening. It looked like the Marauders were going to have their day early on. Chunk plays on the first few plays that they ran offensively in this one. But since then, a bit of a lack of cohesion. And we'll have a delay of game here. Go against the Monarchs. So back it up another 5. So 1st and 25 now. 2nd, excuse me. Drayton under pressure. Just going to have to throw it away. Will this one be picked off? Didn't have enough to throw it away. It's picked off by Raymond Womack. That's just a great job by Womack. The pressure is there by Dylan Hall. And Drayton was looking to throw that one away, just couldn't get enough on it, throwing against the grain. Just really didn't step into it trying to throw it out of bounds, and instead it's an interception. First tonight for TK Drayton. And the Marauders with life on the 33-yard line of the Monarchs after the turnover. Devon Jones in the slot, Carlos Hill to the left. Handoff inside. It's a good one to Jackson Marshall. Again, he's near first down yardage, and we are going to have a flag thrown at the end of the play, and this usually is an indicator of a face mask. We have an injured Marauder down on the field. We'll have a timeout on the field. Let's look at the end of the play here. Let's see. I wonder if they're going to get a hold. Okay, so they're going to pick up the flag. And we'll take a timeout ourselves. 10:48 remaining in the second quarter. You're watching SCFA football live on SoCal College Sports. Give me one. Injured player Donovan Brown, offensive lineman from Inglewood, 6'4", 335, freshman. Out of Lancaster High School, he is the injured player coming off for the Marauders. We hope he's okay, but being helped to the sideline. And we play on. Antelope Valley driving after the interception by Raymond Womack. It was a 9-yard carry by Jackson Marshall. So 2nd and 1. It looked like he had the first down. Here comes some pressure. Hinton over the middle of the field. And Hinton gets away with another one. Cardinal sin in football is avoid being late over the middle of the field. Flag on the field, and looks like we're probably going to have a roughing the passer penalty. Yeah, indeed. That's Sean Wilson. Wilson has been active tonight, but he comes in with a head of steam but does not relent. And it's going to be a 1st and 10. Will be a 1st and goal. Will this go inside? It looks like just outside of the 10. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for the Marauders. And check that, the 12-yard line. So AVC, big opportunity to extend the lead. Hinton over the middle, looking for Hill. Again, nearly picked off. That's terrific coverage by Don Harrell, who's reading the quarterback's eyes, and Hinton's got to be careful. He needs to make an adjustment in that second half. We'll have a really good look at it on this camera here. And if Hinton's going to throw that pass, he has to anticipate the defender being there over the middle and try to throw back shoulder. Instead, nearly picked off, but disaster averted. Hinton hands off in the middle. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because on the ground tonight, Jackson Marshall has been fantastic. The push up front. And let's credit the offensive lineman, Jacob Jimenez, at center. He had the one errant snap that resulted in a massive loss of yardage for the Marauders, but he has been wreaking havoc inside for this run game for AVC. It's really been the difference here. Hinton. Pass deflected at the line of scrimmage, maybe looking for Hill, possibly Devon Jones. It's going to bring up 4th and 6. And here comes the kicking unit. That's a good job getting pressure up front and getting a hand up. DeAnthony Jackson. And the Marauders will again attempt a field goal. It's John Henderson. Henderson 1 for 1. Make it 2 for 2. 6-0. Field goal up and good for Henderson and the Marauders. And AVC extends on their lead in this one. We'll be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Six nothing. ABC extends on their lead here in the second quarter. As they kick it away, Monarchs will take over. And a solid return by LA Valley. Vicente Zepeda, no relation, on the return. A return of 32-yard line as Zepeda took it from his own 10. Now let's see if Drayton can make an adjustment here. The pressure has been plentiful from the Marauders. Can they get the run game going? Drayton's going to keep it himself. I don't know if that was an RPO or an option, but he elected to take it up the middle instead of give it off to Jelani Ellison. Ellison was a star early for the Monarchs. A couple of receptions resulting in first downs, but really not much doing since then. Yeah. TK Drayton just elects to keep it there and pull it up the middle. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now. Drayton back to pass. Has Ellison out of the backfield. A lot of defenders there. The ball's on the ground. The Marauders in pursuit. They have it. Inside the 30-yard line. They'll have it. They'll spot it at the 30, and we'll see the pursuit here. That's just a terrific job of defense locating the hot man. And then the defense makes a play, ball on the deck. The Marauders have it and in business at the 30 in Monarch territory. So the offense and company will come back on. Clay back out there at running back for the Marauders. And got to figure the defense at this point for the Monarchs probably pretty tired. The run game has been terrific. I would just go smash mouth football out of the get. Let's see if they try to get Devon Jones involved. Nope. Instead, it's a jet sweep action going to Jalen O'Neal and really going nowhere. It's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. Back to the 35. 2nd and 15 now for AVC, and the Monarchs shoot the gap for a 5-yard loss. On the tackle, the Anthony Jackson for the Monarchs. Hill one-on-one on the near side. Devon Jones in the slot. Delayed blitz. Hinton, pass complete to Hill. Hill with a little room in front of him. To his right, cuts it back, has the first down inside the 20-yard line, down to the 19. And the Marauders will move the chains courtesy of Carlos Hill. From Hinton. Pickup of 16. They needed 15 and moved the chains. Hinton hands off to Clay, cuts it back inside the 15, down to the 12. Let's see if they give him the 12 or the 13. I'll give Clay the 14-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play. Whistles on the field. We have a timeout being called. And timeout called by LA Valley. The defense in disarray, and you have to figure at this point, probably pretty winded. Second timeout taken by the Monarchs. We'll be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, America's largest Ram truck center, has an inventory as big as a wide open West. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years running, featuring the all-new Ram 1500s and the heavy-duty Ram 25s and 3500s. H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, located at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Auto Mall or at ramofthewest.com.
Take advantage of huge savings on all new Ram truck inventory in stock during Ram Power Days going on now.
Hinton, it's that early movement offensively it is. Hinton with that hard count, he's induced a couple of defensive penalties this evening, but that time it works against him. So 2nd and 5 will be 2nd and 10 now for the Marauders. 2nd and 10, and Devon Jones, the intended target, but Hinton a little bit of an overthrow. Jones wins on the route, and the throw not there from Hinton. Jones visibly frustrated. Brings up 3rd and 10. Hinton fakes the pass on the far side. It's Clay with some room to the pylon. Xavier Clay in for 6. No flags. And we're going to have a pretty good look of it as Clay will come into your living room here on the touchdown. Xavier Clay from 19 yards out. Henderson on for the point after. That one looked like it was off the mark, and indeed it was, so the score will remain 12-0. AVC extends on their lead. Let's see that one more time. That's one heck of a run by Xavier Clay. Takes first contact and still gets home. Clay in for 6 as the Monarchs unable to deny. Those legs never stop moving, even on the celebration. And that a baby. Sponsors tonight, thank you to Hunter Dodge, Fonder Solari, AES, and BHE Renewables. Henderson on to kick it away. AVC up 12-0. The American Pacific Division opener. And not much doing on the return for Zepeda. Jalen Williams on the tackle for Antelope Valley. And let's see if the Marauders can again make a play on defense. Well, we've seen Raymond Womack with an INT and then a forced fumble deep in Monarch territory, resulting in 6, courtesy of Xavier Clay from 19 yards out. The Monarchs will try to respond here. Handoff coming near side. Not much doing there for Jerry Mack. Mack has been involved in the passing game as well. It's a great job defensively by Dylan Hall, not allowing the Monarchs to set the edge. The pursuit gets there for a minimal gain of 2 on the play for Mack, 2nd and 8. Handoff again to Mack, and Mack going nowhere. He's going to lose yardage this time. He'll lose 3. 3rd and 11. So we have a flag on the field. And let's see what the flag's going to be about. Looks like they're going to mark it off. Is it going in the direction of the Marauders? It looks like it might be. Holding on the offense, but it's going to be declined. So they'll take the yardage of 3. 3 loss on the play from the Monarchs. And the loss of down as well. So 3rd in double digits, 3rd and 11 to be exact for the Monarchs. Now, TK Drayton has been pretty good in these spots, but deep in his own territory. I wonder how much risk is there, and will the pressure get there? I wonder if you ratchet up the pressure up the middle. Might we see it get there for the Marauders? Drayton rolling to his right. Drayton down the field has a man incomplete. Well, there was some contact before the ball gets there, but I think they're going to rule that this pass uncatchable. It's going to bring up 4th down. Brandon Goodman Jr. has been an absolute menace defensively here this evening, ratcheting up the pressure on that play. Back to receive the kick, it'll be Ramon Huff. Kick is away, and it's a good one. It backs up Huff. Huff takes it at the 45-yard line. Huff through a lane, has it up to the 40. It's a good job by Huff. Makes a move to his left, shoots his own gap, and a nice return into Monarch territory at the 40-yard line, and that's where AVC will take over. Hill solo left, trips to the right. Devon Jones in the slot. Jackson Marshall lone back. It'll come to Hill. Hill on the reception at the 35-yard line. He'll turn inside. Do we have a flag on the field? We do. Well, Hill has been busy here tonight, but I don't even know if he's in the books with a reception. He had a touchdown called back. Flag on the field, going to move ahead, and they're pointing in the direction of the Monarchs. Personal foul going to go against Richard Graham. Thank you, Aldo. So fresh set of downs here for the Marauders. We'll set them up nicely at the 25-yard line of the Monarchs. Hinton with a hard count, gives off to Marshall. Marshall makes a cut. Marshall inside the 15, down to the 11. 14-yard gain on the play for Jackson Marshall. And see here again a great push. The hole opens up. Marshall makes a move. As a nice gain, a chunk run for Jackson Marshall. Again, I wonder if he's nearing 100 yards in the first half. First and 10, they'll have him at the 12. Play clock down to 5. Looks like we're going to have to call a timeout here for AVC so they don't relinquish 5 yards. 4:16 remaining in the first half, and we'll be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. First and 10. Hinton rolling to his right. Really nothing there. He'll throw it out of play. And that was a dangerous ball from Hinton. Pass incomplete. We'll set up 2nd and 10. So a heady play there by Hinton. Nothing there. Throw it out of bounds. Don't make the same mistake that TK Drayton made earlier. Didn't put enough on it to get it out of bounds, and it was intercepted by Raymond Womack. Pistol formation. Handoff to Marshall. Well, Clay got in. Marshall will do his best to do the same. The pile still moving forward. Is he in for 6? No, Marshall. Helmet comes off, and I wonder if there's going to be a flag called there. Must look like they intentionally took Marshall's head off. He's going to have to come out for a play. Here comes Clay, and Clay will be looking for number 2. They'll give him forward progress inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. It's a great effort there by Marshall, but Marshall comes out at the end of it. Pistol formation again. Clay in for another one. I wonder if Clay's saying, hey, good luck, Zepeda. Could be talking to me too. Well, just again, the push terrific up front. Clay reads it well. Nothing doing there. We'll see it again on the field cam. Zepeda with a love tap on Clay. Clay says, good luck with all that. 19-zip after the extra point is up and good. And AVC rolling here tonight in the American Pacific Division opener. Back in a moment. Henderson getting ready to kick this one away. 19-0 Antelope Valley all over LA Valley. Little trickery here. Zepeda hands off to Jelani Ellison, and Ellison handled inside of the 20. Tackle made by Gannon Guinness. Looks like there was a player slow to get up. And do we have a flag on the field? Certainly looks that way. They're walking in the direction that would favor the Monarchs. Let's see what we have here. Do we see something here? Are they going to have a late? Well, he's already down there. Initially brought down by Doran Mitchell. I wonder if this is going to be a personal foul going to go against Gannon Guinness. See, he's down there, and then Guinness comes in with a little extra moxie. Did they pick up the flag? No, they're going to mark it off, it looks like. Or they're trying to figure out where it was. I don't know what that was all about. That's a long conversation for the ball to go nowhere. Well, there's a flag on the field. It looks like they're going to pick it up when we play on inside the 20-yard line. The Monarchs will take over. 3:17 remaining in the second quarter. Well, if you took a bathroom break, nothing happened. Right now, nothing happening on the scoreboard for LA Valley, and that needs to change quick if they want to have any chance in this one. Drayton, all kinds of time up the middle. Now here comes the pressure. Drayton's going to be sacked. Just nothing doing there in the secondary for TK Drayton. And Isai Martinez gets home. Comes off of his block and makes a play. And Drayton he's got to process it sooner. There's nothing there. You just have to throw it away. You're outside of the tackle box and not lose that type of yards. He loses 4 on the play. 2nd and 14 now after the sack. Pass complete near side. Dallas Martin. Martin looks like he gets maybe a yard past the original line of scrimmage. Third and 9 for the Monarchs. This is an opportunity for AVC if they can get off the field here. Easier said than done. Drayton still moving. He's near the sticks. I don't know if he'll have enough. The ball comes out, but they're going to rule that Drayton's already down, and he is near the marker, and they're going to call for a measurement. This is going to be close, and nope, they're going to move him forward. When is he down here? The ball comes out after. It's close. Obviously nothing reviewable there. He's down here. The ball looks like it's maybe at the 37 or 27, excuse me. And it's a first down. Pass incomplete on the far side. Intended for Adrian Wallace. Another flag. Well, a lot of flags in this first half. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Another one going to go against Antelope Valley. Well, you're up 19-0, but a couple of unsportsmanlike calls go against the Marauders. And almost surely going to be a conversation had at halftime from Coach Gillette and company. Got to limit the penalties. Against better teams, this is, you're just looking for trouble. And right now you're keeping LA Valley in it. Instead of getting off of the field, it's 1st and 10, near midfield. If the Monarchs get in at the end of the half here, makes it a very manageable game. Drayton over the middle. Has man, incomplete. Intended again for Fuller Jr. And the defensive push up front. I mean, you hear the footsteps, Goodman's coming up the middle, but also up the edge. Pressure getting there as well. Jalen Harvey. Always somebody you have to game plan for offensively. Harvey on the edge, more pressure. Pass is going to be complete. Ball comes out. Will it go out of bounds before anybody else takes possession is the question. Adrian Wallace on the reception. Where did the ball go out? Was it beyond the marker? Pretty good view at field level here. Wallace gets it, then has it stripped away. Womack again forcing the fumble. Guinness can't get there in time before the ball goes out of bounds, but back beyond the original line of scrimmage. It'll set up 3rd and 12. Drayton. Here comes Harvey. TK Drayton makes a move, and Goodman is going to eat up TK Drayton. I mean, that is a formidable junior with Harvey and Brandon Goodman Jr. wreaking havoc defensively on the line. And in pursuit, TK Drayton's been under duress all evening. Loss of 8 on the play, 4th and 20. Here comes the punting unit. Looks like Devon Jones deep. Special teams nearly gets there. Excuse me, it's Ramon Huff again to receive it, but nothing doing there. It's going to go out at or near midfield. They'll say it goes out at the 49-yard line of the Monarchs. Oh. See there on the replay, Shamir Washington nearly gets home on the block, and that's a good job by Shamir. He knew it was going to be close. He doesn't lay out, does not make contact with the kicker to extend the drive for the Monarchs, give them a fresh set of downs. And, again, our clock unofficial, apologies, everyone, 1:11. Remaining in the first half. The screen set up, and it's a good one. Chunk play, Michael Clark. Clark inside the 30-yard line, still moving. He'll be brought down near the 28. The ball came out. Ball comes out from Clark. Really the only blemish offensively, the only turnover on the night for the Marauders, and it comes on a screen on a beautifully executed play. See here on replay, Clark is stood up, and then the ball ripped out. You see it here. We go back. We'll run it back here. Let's see. We're going to have a pretty good look, and it looked like the ball's already on the deck here. So we see it come out. That's just a great job defensively, and that's ripped out. I want to say, is that 20? It's a great job on replay, Aldo. Thank you. Aldo Canepa, again, our director this evening, giving us a nice view of that replay. And TK Drayton, looks like that pass maybe hit the ground. Will they say it's complete? Well, they're going to say Quentin Herring. Did he catch the football? Incomplete. So 2nd and 10. 50 seconds remaining. On the incompletion, Drayton. He swallowed up Xavier Tatham in pursuit. And no chance for TK Drayton. Really lost his footing and no chance to make a move. Guinness in on the tackle as well. And do we have a timeout called by the Marauders with 26 seconds left? Indeed, there will be a timeout on the field, and we'll have a word from our sponsors.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, America's largest Ram truck center, has an inventory as big as a wide open West. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years running, featuring the all-new Ram 1500s and the heavy-duty Ram 25s and 3500s. H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, located at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Autumn Hall or at ramofthewest.com.
Take advantage of huge savings on all new Ram truck inventory in stock during Ram Power Days going on now.
So timeout on the field by the Marauders. 26, they're going to put 38 seconds back on the clock. So we will do the same. And a shout out to our sponsors again, Hunter Dodge of the West, Fonder Solari, AES, and BHE Renewables. Third and 26. And are you going to bring the heat here? I mean, you don't really need to. As Harvey and Goodman has been getting home all night. Solid run there. Do we have a timeout called? Clock will continue to run. That should do it here for the first half. And we'll go in at the half, 19-0. A dominant performance, and it could have been even better for the Marauders, but they go in up 19. Stellar defensive effort in this first half, and can they keep it up in the second? We'll have some stats at halftime, show you a few highlights. The American Pacific Division opener in the SCFA, and the Marauders rolling at home in this one, 19-0. Back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. About to start the third quarter here from Antelope Valley and Brent Carter Marauder Stadium. It's been a dominant performance defensively for the Marauders. Total offense for LA Valley, 26 yards. I mean, that's – it's been a defensive masterpiece here in the American Pacific Division opener for AVC. And offensively, there have been some struggles. Obviously, we just talked about LA Valley and its defense. It's really been the key for AVC. But offensively, the run game has been incredible tonight for the Marauders. Jackson Marshall, 8 carries for 86 yards with a long of 30. Xavier Clay, he's been in for 6 twice. We'll cue up the replays here. No, that's not it. Oh, well. Kick is away and up. Somebody said the ball's out. I believe we heard that on the field mic, but they're going to rule that somebody was down. We'll cue up the replays here from Xavier Clay, who got in for a couple of touchdowns. We'll see it from one angle here, and then the field camera will give you just how impressive a run it really was on that play, as Clay takes contact a couple of times en route to pay dirt for 6, diving over the pylon. That was from 19 yards out. Also scored from 2 yards out. Hinton had some struggles in that first half. Here's Clay again. And Clay will run it out of bounds after a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Just underway here in the third quarter. Antelope Valley rolling LA Valley here in week 7 of SCFA football. Devon Jones, incomplete. Jones coming in as the leading receiver has been relatively quiet tonight, but if you're having that much success in the run game, why not stick with it? Caden Hinton has had his struggles. He's gotten away with a few balls that against other teams likely would have been picked off. Instead, no turnovers outside of the fumble by Jackson Marshall in that first half, and this play will go for 4 yards. It's going to make it 4th and short. 4th and 2 to be exact after the run from Clay. Well, at the 43-yard line, Hinton has a great hard count. I wonder if they're going to try to utilize that. No, they're just going to go right away to John Henderson in the kicking game. We have seen Coach Jaleka get a little crafty here in the midfield, but why give free momentum to the opposing team, especially when your defense has been rolling? Henderson boots it away. That's a booming kick picked up by Zepeda at the 15. Looking for a block up ahead to the 30, past the 35, up to the 40-yard line. Zepeda finally brought down at the 46. The ball's out. The ball is out again. Who has it? Antelope Valley says they're on top of it. No ruling yet. We're going to have a pretty good shot of it here. Zepeda, this is the second time that the ball has come out, I believe, from Zepeda. On the exchange, the ball comes out there. It's on the deck. Who scooped it? It looked like AVC came away with it. That's a really good shot. I wonder if they're going to – yeah, I think they're ruling that this is AVC football. Let's bring up the replay one more time as we'll see the fumble ensue. We'll slow it down for you. There's a hold on the return team. That's going to be declined. Zepeda tries to stay up. The ball comes out there. Slow it down. See the ball come out. It's ripped out. You see the football right there. I wonder if we can get a number on who exactly ripped that out. And indeed, you see it right there. That's a great job on the field cam. Angelo Solis, Aldo Canepa up in the booth, making that happen for you, and the Marauders take over. Devon Jones on the far side, up past the 30 to the 20-yard line, brought down near the 15. They'll give him the 16-yard line. Pickup of 28 on the play. So right after the turnover, Hinton makes a quick decision to the far side, gives off to the lead receiver for the Marauders, and Devon Jones gets a little yak to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff inside to Marshall again. Marshall will turn forward for 6 or 7 yards. Well, the ground and pound game has been relentless from the Marauders. Hinton under duress. Can he get the ball away? No, he will not. And he reestablished, I believe, at the 25, trying to make a move. They'll give him the 24-yard line. Yeah, I think they're going to spot this at the 25. Loss of 15 on the play. So 3rd and 22 for the Marauders. They were rolling for a second there. Excuse me, 3rd and 18. Get that fixed here for you. Do we have a timeout on the field? Nope. False start, they're going to get Shamir Washington. So 3rd and 23 now. Hinton looking over the middle of the field. Pass is complete. Short of first down yardage, pass caught by Reese Robinson. That's going to make it 4th and very manageable, and I wonder if they go for it here. Marshall will come off. They have the 10-yard line. They need the 6. So 4th and 4. And the Marauders are going to go for it. Hill in the backfield. They roll him out onto a pattern. Hinton has Hill for the first down. Ball came out. They're going to say this was incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, we're going to have a pretty good look at it here. Hill on the reception has it. I wonder if we could see it. I feel like he caught it and then was touched down there. Yeah, keep it going. We have some time here, Aldo. The ball is out. All right, he's down. Go ahead. Bring it forward. Get rid of the score. Oh, can we see it from up top? Toggle to 1. Oh, flag on the field. let's see. Just 1 second. Yeah, he's down here. I mean, the ball looks like it's caught here. And it comes out. I mean, he's down. That's a reception for the first, and instead it's a turnover on down. That's a missed call. Hill had a case, and he would have won. Obviously, replay, not a factor. Merge over to full screen here. The defense, again, taking down TK Drayton. Nothing doing tonight for the Monarchs. Excuse me, Ellison, the ball carrier on that one. The Marauders staying true to their name here tonight. Third and a mile, 18 to be exact. Hinton over the middle of the field. That pass incomplete, overthrows the intended target, Dallas Martin. And it'll be 4th down. Well, the pass rush certainly at this point in the head of TK Drayton, because it has been there all night, and he's starting to speed up his throws, and we see the errant. I mean, that's a very catchable or a very high percentage throw. It's pitch and catch. He has a receiver over the middle of the field, had some green in front of him. And he receives that ball, and the ball's put in the right spot. That could be a first. But instead, 4th down, low snap. Monarchs from their own end zone. It's going to take a fortuitous Monarch bounce. And Huff going nowhere. So the Marauders will take over. And the pressure is coming, but it's not there yet. And Martin, the intended target, with some room to run. Had he caught the ball, but all for naught. That one complete to Hill over the middle of the field. Hill at the 25-yard line, and he will move ahead. He's being pulled forward. Is that Devon Jones? How about Devon Jones? Say, hey, I got you, partner. Look at this effort here from his teammate. And that is not Devon Jones, excuse me. That's Jalen O'Neal. And he pulls Hill forward to extend on the gain. So the Marauders with 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Hinton back to pass, has a man over the middle. That's Hill again. Makes a move. Hill trying to stay on his feet. Would have been pay dirt. And Hill inside the 5, 1st and goal, AVC. Oh, we hear some extra whistles on the field, and there is a flag. See if we can get the field mic out there. Unsportsmanlike. 3rd time tonight on the Marauders. They get inside near the 5, and they're going to back up another 15 after the play. So will it be 1st and goal from the 20? See if we can speak with Byron Devers. about whether or not this is going to be first. Yeah, first and goal from the 20. Red zone drill here. Hinton over the middle has a man. Devon Jones nearly had a one-handed catch for the highlight reel. But the pass incomplete. Man, Hinton with quite the pass here. That would have been pretty impressive. Hinton, ball's on the deck, rolls to his right. Oh, he can't get the ball away before he's taken down. Third and goal now coming. Well, it's a second time tonight where there's been some issues with the snap. That one a little high, but manageable for Hinton, who just maybe took his eye off of it. Ends up on the deck, and so does he. Well, they're at the 27-yard line, and they need a touchdown. Hinton underthrows his receiver. That's a great job of trying to adjust to the football, but unable to make the catch. Like that was Joshua Clark, the intended target. And we'll see it again here. Clark adjusts to the football, but unable to come away with it. That's a great shot on the field. Angela. Our operators tonight, Rob Chang, Angelo Solis, and Aldo Canepa up here in the booth. Also managing our RoboCam. And that one incomplete. As it'll be a turnover on downs. The Monarchs will take over. That's a situation where you come away with you're unable to come away with points, and you have to point your finger at the unsportsmanlike penalty that they had to incur when they were at the 5. 15 yards, back them up 15 from the 5. It's first and goal from the 20, and really can never garner any traction outside of a near one-handed miracle catch from Devon Jones. 4 receivers to the right. Fuller Jr. solo to the left. TK Drayton. Here comes the pressure. TK Drayton nearly has that one picked off. Fuller Jr. on the reception, really nothing doing there. Maybe gained half a yard. In on the tackle, Augustin Lorfils Jr. First man there. Second and 9. Drayton, quick pass near side. Like that was Jerry Mack, and indeed it was. Mack up ahead for 4. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. And Miles Cooney still on the deck for the Marauders. And he'll be tended to by the trainers. Shout out to our sponsors here this evening. Fonder Solari, Hunter Dodge of the West, AES, and BHE Renewables. We thank them for their contributions to ABC football and ABC athletics. Third and 5 for the Monarchs after the injury timeout. Cooney comes off under his own power. Good to see there. 4 receivers now to the left for the Monarchs. Drayton back to pass. Here comes the pressure. There goes the reception, and I don't know if he's going to have forward progress to the first down marker. Pass was caught by Cameron Lewis, but I think he's going to be short. And indeed, he will be short by a yard. And the punting unit has no intention of coming out. 4th and 1, Monarchs. Quick pass. And this will be a first down complete to Dupree Fuller Jr. Let's just put it in the hands of our big sophomore wide receiver, 6'3", 225. You get a head of steam going for that guy. That's hard to bring down for a loss or a stalemate at the line of scrimmage. So the Monarchs able to move the chain deep in their own territory on 4th down. 1st and 10. Pass complete, Mack for first. And TK Drayton starting to develop a little rhythm here. So Monarchs go tempo here. Marauders having an issue getting some men off of the field. TK Drayton with a little time over the middle of the field. Pass is incomplete. Skipping off the dirt, intended again for Mack, and he's become a favorite target in this one for TK Drayton. The snap a little off there, and that had thrown off the timing of TK, and Raymond Romack makes a play on that one. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Man in motion, it's DeAndre Smith. Drayton, under all kinds of pressure, will have to throw it away. He'll throw it to the sideline. Pass is complete to Smith. That's one heck of an effort by TK Drayton, keeping that play alive. He is in all kinds of trouble. Dylan Hall, Jalen Harvey in pursuit and able to flick one over to DeAndre Smith, who was in motion and came free, helped out, came back to his quarterback. It's 3rd and 7. 3-yard gain on the play. Could have been a lot worse. Drayton, pass complete. Nope. Intended for Smith, and that one dropped. Well, they went for it on 4th and 1 inside of their 40. I have to imagine that they're going to go for it here, 4th and 7 near midfield. They are in Marauder territory, and they are down 19 in this one. Fourth and 7. The Marauders are going to gobble up Drayton. And the first man there, Xavier Tatham. Turnover on downs. The Marauders take over in Monarch territory. And you're likely going to see a steady dose of the run game that's been so successful here tonight for the Marauders. Trips to the left, Clay in the backfield. Handoff to Clay, and Clay with a burst up the middle. Clay still on his feet, looking for pay dirt inside the 15. And he'll be tackled at the 14-yard line. And that push up front, relentless for the Marauders. Clay shooken up on the play. You know, pre-COVID, Xavier Clay was on this ball club, and I remember having a conversation with Coach Perry Gillette, and he said Clay is so good after first contact. He just keeps moving. Keeps moving on that one. He's done so throughout this evening. A couple touchdowns to his name and pads his stat line there. And this could be trouble here for the Monarchs, as Jackson Marshall, who led the Marauders in the first half in rushing, adds to his total on that run. Nice move in the middle of the field. Little spin move off of contact, and Jackson Marshall makes it 2nd and 2. 2nd and 3, excuse me. Clock continues to move. Hinton bluffed at it, intended for Devon Jones. And Jones frustrated. He hasn't really been able to get off here tonight. Well, anybody interested in the Dodgers game? If you're watching this one, Dodgers go down 1-0. In the NLCS. Touchdown up the middle, Jackson Marshall from 7 yards out. I'll have a couple looks at this one. Marshall with a burst up the middle, in for 6. That's a great move. Look at this move again from Jackson Marshall. You'll see him sidestep to his right. That's just terrific vision. Marshall reminds me a little bit of Adrian Foster. That upright running style, but, man, his vision in the hole, pretty special. Extra point up and good from Henderson. 26-0, and the defense looking for a shutout here in the American Pacific Division opener. We'll be back. The Monarchs reeling in this one, down 26-0, trying to make something happen. Here's Jelani Ellison looking for a gap, and the ball comes out after Ellison's out of bounds. A violent collision on the near side. Monarchs take over at their own 23-yard line. 1st and 10. Drayton complete to the far side. Mack. And this one going nowhere. This is going to be a loss of 4. Ventura was all over Long Beach earlier. Trying to get some other scores from around the SCFA. Currently, Drayton over the middle. That pass picked off, nearly intercepted. Keontae Figures had it in his mitts. Oh. He's going to be mad at himself on Monday when he watches the tape. Look at this. I mean, that has INT written all over it. Had a couple chances at it. And just unable to pull it in. Clock stops on the incompletion. Drayton on 3rd and 14. Pass incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Remember, you can watch all of our games on our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. You can visit our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. 2 games going on tonight. Antelope Valley and LA Valley. The American Pacific Division opener. And in the National North Division, Long Beach traveling up to Ventura and getting throttled as of about 15 minutes ago. See if we can get some scores from around the SCFA. Earlier it was Glendale, big win over West LA, 52-20. Santa Ana, big over LA Harbor, 40-3, excuse me. Santa Barbara all over LA Pierce, 60-6. Citrus on top of Orange Coast, 35-10. Mount San Jacinto, 54-26 over Victor Valley. Grossmont, a winner over Pasadena City, 24-19. Allen Hancock, a winner over ELAC, 31-23. In the 4th, Mount Sac on top of El Camino. El Camino on top of Mount Sac, 30-17. A bit of a shocker there. As Clay takes it to the near side. Good to see Clay out there. He came up hobbling after a play earlier in this one. And Clay with a strong run there. Takes it out of bounds. But this one's coming back after a hold. So we'll repeat first down. So El Camino up 30-17 on top of Mount Sac. Golden West all over Southwestern, 17-0. That Golden West defense is something to be feared. That's for sure. Likely see them towards the end of the year in our playoff coverage. San Diego Mesa on top of Saddleback, 24-14. That's a surprise there. Saddleback going down to Mesa on the road, and they'll have to mount a comeback if they want to have any shot at making the playoffs this season. Santa Monica on top of Moore Park, 10-5. Canyons leading Bakersfield. Battle of undefeateds in that one. Clay spun down, nearly lost his pants, up out to the 44. Palomar down to Riverside, 46-21. Cerritos on top of Chaffee, 40-17. And Ventura, 52-14 near the end of the 3rd quarter. Desert on top of Compton, 13-7. 2nd and 15 after the run from Clay. No rush here for the Marauders. Let's let some time trickle down with the 26-0 lead. Miscommunication between Hinton and the receiver Shamir Washington. Set 3rd and long here for AVC. Next week, a busy slate for us. We'll revisit that towards the end of the broadcast. We'll put a bee in your bonnet now. Next week, it will be Allen Hancock at COC. We won't have the road game at Santa Monica for Antelope Valley, but they will be on the road. Hinton, and check that is not Hinton. Change it, quarterback Blankenship. Bryson Blankenship absolutely mauled at the end of that play. It looked like that might have been a reception, but Blankenship put that one on the money after he took a shot and stayed in there. Devon Jones, incomplete. I think Devon Jones is making the case that he caught the football, but I don't know if he realized that his feet were already established out of bounds. If we can see that one more time here on that angle here, Aldo. It's knocked away after he receives the football, but are his feet already out? See, he's out there, and Jones wants the catch, obviously. He's indeed. Ball is on the deck, and the Monarchs have the ball trickling in favor of their end toward Antelope Valley's goal, and it's a fumble and a recovery, the second one tonight for Jackson Marshall. Blankenship, not a very clean handoff there. Marshall loses it. And the Monarchs in business inside the 40-yard line in Marauder territory. Can they get something going offensively to make this one interesting? Been blanked in this one thus far. Drayton out to his right. Pass is complete to Mack. Daniel Del Villar. Drayton buying some time. Drayton reminds me a little bit of Ebon Feathers back in the day for Ventura College. Same type of build and mobility. Obviously, Feathers a lot more efficient at the position, but in terms of look and feel, certainly fits the mold. Does TK Drayton. Drayton slings it to the far side. Has Ellison. Ellison wrapped up nearly and finally brought down at the 32-yard line. It's going to bring up third down. That's the end of the third quarter. 3rd and 5 when we flip ends and we head to the fourth. Here on SoCalCollegeSports.com's coverage, SCFA football week 7. Third and 5, and you have to suspect this is going to be 4-down territory. Ellison, one heck of a grab. I don't think he has the first down, but it's going to be close. Excuse me. So the scoreboard says 4th down. It was 3rd down. That's going to be a pickup of 4 and 4th and 1 coming up for the Monarchs. Fourth and 1. Drayton up the gut will have a first down. Well, you see some subs in there. You don't see Jalen Harvey. You don't see Brandon Goodman Jr. And that's a welcome sight for TK Drayton. Drayton on first down. going to be pushed out of bounds. Did he throw the ball? Did he let loose? Is it incomplete? I'm going to pick up a few. They'll give him 1. 2nd and 9. This looks like a screen set up for Ellison on the near side. See if I can channel my inner Tony Romo. I do. Ellison on the reception. Take it up to the 22-yard line. Violent collision on the near side. Helmet comes off of Ellison. He'll have to come off for a play. Ellison does get back to the original line of scrimmage on that play, so 3rd and 9. Now for the Monarchs. Drayton. Movement up front, and he knew it. That was Richard Torres. I don't know if we can go back there on the replay, but you see the reaction from the lineman Torres, and he knew it. A little bit late. That's all right. Back to live action. Drayton under pressure again over the middle of the field. That pass intercepted. Second one tonight for Raymond Womack. The defense has been lights out tonight for the Marauders. Womack with another INT. There we see Raymond getting some props from Coach Russell Gordon, Perry Jaleka, head coach for Antelope Valley College. Blankenship will go to work. He'll give off, and that was a play that looked like it was going to be an early down. Q Allen takes it up ahead, freshman 5'8" running back from Los Angeles, St. Paul High School. Let's watch this play again. Should have been wrapped up. I mean, that's poor tackling, but a great effort by Allen. Allen will stay in at running back. It's a lot doing for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Pass complete to Hill near side. Hill's going to be near the first down. They're going to give him the 26-yard line. They need the 27 for a first. Blankenship completes near side. So 3rd and short. They're going to say 3rd and 1. Well, the push has been tremendous up front all night for the Marauders. Let's see if they can do it again here on 3rd and short. Monarchs stacking the box. Jones in motion. Blankenship pitches out. This is Allen. Q takes it up ahead for first. Q coming after our cameraman, Angelo Solis, on the pitch. Watch out. Timeout taken on the field. And we'll have a word from our sponsors.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, America's largest Ram truck center, has an inventory as big as a wide open West. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years running, featuring the all-new Ram 1500s and the heavy-duty Ram 25s and 3500s. H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, located at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Autumn Hall or at ramofthewest.com.
Take advantage of huge savings on all new Ram truck inventory in stock during Ram Power Days going on now.
Injury timeout. And a shout out to our sponsors, Fonders Solari, Hunter Dodge of the West, AES, and BHE Renewables, a Berkshire Hathaway energy business. Proud sponsors of AVC football and the entire Antelope Valley College athletics program. $26-0. Old Marauders here tonight. SCFA football week 7. Fall start. This is going to go against the receiver, it looks like. Back it up 5. Reese Robinson. The offending party. Blankenship. A bad handoff and an exchange between him and Q Allen, and I think this is going to be recovered by the Monarchs. And indeed, and the Monarchs in business at the 19-yard line. First and 10. Can AVC keep points off of the board is the question. Looks like a little heat's going to be coming. Ellison over the right side. He'll get the edge, and then he'll be met with a thud, and Ellison looked like he ran over Anthony Frederick. Fredericks has had a nice game in this one as well. It's a pretty nice run there from Ellison. Ellison cuts inside, ball's on the floor. Drayton can't handle it. Still on the deck. Who's going to pick it up before it goes out of bounds? AVC says they have it. Indication is Marauder football. Well, was that Gannon Guinness rips out the football. AVC, after a scrum, comes away with it. And LA Valley denied again. The Monarchs just tough sledding this evening. Well, not a good past couple minutes for Reese Robinson. First, he picks up a penalty on a false start from a receiver, and then another unsportsmanlike conduct. Fourth by my count tonight for the Marauders. It's going to back up Blankenship and company. Trips to the right. Blankenship, QB2 on this team. Hands off, inside handoff, and a couple of yards in favor of the Marauders. Q Allen. Allen, a better job in the hole of maintaining possession of the football on that one. These two teams are playing hot potato with it. Clock continues to move here in the fourth quarter, all AVC. Man in motion, Joshua Clark. Blankenship. Pump fake and has a man deep. It's Devon Jones. Pass is complete. This one going to go to the house. Devon Jones, 90 yards. Chalk up 6. Well, we're going to have a few angles of it. Devon Jones from Blankenship. It looked like it was a double move. Let's see if we can run that one back one more time. And everybody going in for 6. Extra point up and good. The onslaught continues here in Lancaster. The Marauders up 33-0 on top of LA Valley in the American Pacific Division opener. Well, the Marauders come out of the bye week and open up a can here in Lancaster, 33-0. 90-yard hookup Blankenship to Devon Jones. That's going to earn Blankenship some more time. Passing the football this evening has not been easy for the Marauders. Caden Hinton had his struggles. A few balls that could have been intercepted. Ellison on the handoff to his right side. Will go out around the 25-yard line. They'll give him the 24. .807 remaining in this one. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Well, timeout on the field, and let's take one ourselves. Back in a moment. Drayton. Dumps off, and this will be a first down. Pass complete to Dallas Martin. Well, oftentimes you'll hear coaches say, let's try and go 1-0 this week. Let's try to win the down. The Monarchs, well, haven't done a lot of winning tonight. The Marauders have really been playing at a high clip. This team in the Monarchs came in 1-4, coming off of a loss to Santa Ana College. Got their first win of the season 3 weeks ago, versus LA Harbor. So we see the incompletion there, 2nd and 10. Drayton trying to buy some time. Channeling his inner Donovan McNabb, finds a man on the far side. Pass is complete to Joseph Painter. Well, that is an athlete making a play, making something out of nothing, a modest gain. 3rd and 8. As the clock continues to move here, Drayton, under all kinds of pressure, just has to throw this one away. Painter wanted a flag. He's not going to get it. Ball certainly not catchable. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, one thing we haven't seen a lot of tonight is punts. I have to wonder, considering the game script and the way things have gone here tonight, do we see the punting unit finally make its way out for LA Valley? I think only the 3rd punt tonight for LA Valley with no points on the board. Bad snap for the Monarchs. Pass is nearly complete. He had 3 men in the area. You know, that's one heck of a play made by Richard Graham. Graham on to punt this one away. He's listed as a linebacker. Tracks down the football after a bad snap, throws it downfield, and there's 3 Monarchs right near the football. Joseph Painter looking for someone to make a catch. He could have caught the ball himself. And it's a turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for the Marauders in Monarch territory. And we have another fumble. This time it was Michael Clark. New quarterback in Emery Floyd for the Marauders. Hands off to Clark. They're going to rule that Clark was down. Yeah, I think that's a correct call. And Clark again over the left side this time. Not much doing there. Players slow to get up. Well, Emery Floyd, a freshman QB from Tampa, Florida. And I wonder at what point do they think about unleashing him? Florida, a hotbed of talent in the football game. Third and 7. Emory Floyd in the shotgun. Tuck and run. No, he's got a man on the far side. Passes caught. Touchdown, Marauders. Elijah Steele from Emory Floyd. Tampa in the house. From 39 yards out, under duress. That's a great job by Floyd. Watch this again. We'll have another replay of it for you. Floyd could have easily tucked and run, saw some pressure, but then sees a man down the field, and Steele bobbles it but brings it in. Another touchdown in the books for the Marauders, 39-0, pending the extra points. 40-0 AVC rolling here in Lancaster. The Marauders kick it away up 40-0. They've been stellar on the ground here tonight, have the Marauders, but the second half they've really opened it up. You get one from 90 yards out for Devon Jones on a double move, and then Elijah Steele from Emory Floyd. And we'll see this one again. 39 yards. Thank you, Aldo. The 90-yarder from Bryson Blankenship, and it's an embarrassment of riches at the QB position for Coach Perry Gillette and the Marauders. You have to really like what you saw on that drive from Emory Floyd. Couple of handoffs. Obviously, you could clean that up a little bit. But then just great composure under duress. En route to a 39-yard hookup between him and Steele. Do we have another flag on the field? No? Second and 7, they'll say. Drayton over the middle of the field. And the receiver, Andre Lawson, gobbled up by 3 Marauder defenders. Now the defense flying to the football, exactly what you want to see for the coaching staff. Obviously, it could have been an even more impressive night for the Marauders defensively. 4 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties going against them. But the defense was so good, it didn't matter. 40-0. Another flag. This one going to go against the Monarchs this time. Pass incomplete near side. Intended for Ellington Simmons. Bring up 4th down. And the punting unit again. Well, nothing doing tonight here for the Monarchs. If it's not the pass rush, it's the secondary. If it's not the secondary, it's the pass rush. Then on top of that, you hang 40. In the division opener. That snap gets there this time for the Monarchs. We'll take a friendly bounce for LA Valley. Did initially, but finally going to come to rest at the 37-yard line, and that's where the Marauders will take over. Well, it's going to be a quick end to the game as soon as we sign off here. But did want to get our thank yous out of the way. Of course, Athletic Director and Dean of Athletics, Tom Gang. Just a pleasure to work with here, and really sets us up for success week in and week out. Byron Devers, Sports Information Director for Antelope Valley College, doing the same, and the coaching staff just so gracious with their time during the week and allowing us to provide you some insight into the players that they put in and week out, and give us some progress reports on how they're developing as a team. And, well, if tonight's any indication, that defense is quite the menacing factor in any game. The starters aren't even in there. And they have blanked LA Valley. Thus far, 3:46 and change to play. Emery will keep it himself, try to turn the corner, and he's brought down out of bounds. Here comes a flag. It's a late hit. It's a dirty play, and that's a sign of frustration here. See Emery Floyd. That's a nasty collision on the far side. As he's brought down out of bounds, and some extracurricular there. Looked like that was Srisai Pranav Singamzeti. And some confusion here in terms of who's going to be on the field for the Marauders. Unnecessary roughness number 19 on the offense? I thought it was the quarterback that was brought down there. I mean, not entirely sure what was called there. Julian Blackwell, a receiver for the Marauders. And with that carry, Daniel Hubbard, freshman running back. In for the carry. Hubbard stays in. Some movement there in the backfield, trying to get his bounce. I think he saw the blitz coming. We have another false start penalty. 61 this time. Again, our clock unofficial. .228 remaining. Floyd hit as he throws. They're going to rule this incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and a mile. So the punting unit on. Henderson back to kick. It's like Ellison back to receive the check that. It's Cepeda, and this one goes awry. And the Monarchs are going to get on the board, courtesy of a touchdown. We'll have another look at it. Henderson has this one blocked. And that's a terrific job defensively on special teams. DeAnthony Jackson, freshman linebacker from Los Angeles, Sierra Vista. And LA Valley finally on the board with 2:07 remaining. We'll let it tick down here. That's the official clock. Two-point conversion. It's like Dupree Fuller Jr. in at QB. Direct snap, type of wildcat. And Fuller Jr. trying to get the edge, looking for the pylon. He will be denied nicely by the defense. So 40-6, the score will remain. Fuller tries to take it outside. And he is denied by Kevin Holly in pursuit. Here comes the hands team, and onside kick recovered by AVC. And nothing doing there. Coach Webb instructing the troops. It's a good job on special teams. They knew it was coming, and they executed nicely. Floyd remains in at QB in the pistol formation. The game clock will be reset to 2:05. First and 10. Having an issue with the game clock, and finally now is reset. Floyd in a tight pistol formation will hand off. And Q Allen ahead for some tough yardage. Well, it's a matter of time here. Just run a few plays as the clock will continue to move. Well, happy you joined us, everyone, and thank you again for watching our doubleheader coverage of SCFA football Week 7 victory formation here for the Marauders in a dominant division opener in the American Pacific. The Marauders will improve to 4-2 on the season. The Monarchs will drop to 1-5. And that will do it for our coverage. Again, special thanks to Tom Gang, Athletic Director and Dean of Athletics here at Antelope Valley College. And Joe Watts, honored here tonight in the coin toss ceremony and coming on, gracious with his time as well, providing a little bit of insight as a former coach here at Antelope Valley. And, well, we look forward to more games throughout the season. Pay attention to our broadcast schedule on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Music tonight by Scott Buckley. Graphics by Matthew Henson. And a thank you to the entire crew here at SoCalCollegeSports.com. Take care and God bless.
H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, America's largest Ram truck center, has an inventory as big as a wide open West. Ram is Motor Trend's Truck of the Year 3 years running, featuring the all-new Ram 1500s and the heavy-duty Ram 25s and 3500s. H.W. Hunter, Ram of the West, located at Hunter Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in the Lancaster Autumn Hall or at ramofthewest.com.
Take advantage of huge savings on all new Ram truck inventory in stock during Ram Power Days going on now.